modulation schemes such as GeoBinary or PAM4 to enhance the bandwidth and pin efficiency in wireline transceivers. With the growing demand for AI and data centers, we are investigating methods to implement high bandwidth transceivers at low hardware cost to keep pace with the ever-increasing memory bandwidth requirements. Secondly, we are researching low power transmitters and receiver circuits. This research aligns with the low power specifications required in the HBM and DRAM markets to prevent thermal degradation. We are developing transceivers that enable high bandwidth communication while maintaining low power consumption. As shown in the figure, this example is an AC coupled link using series capacitors. This transmission method offers the advantage of reducing power consumption through low voltage swing while simultaneously decreasing the intersymbol interference of the channel through high frequency peaking. In addition to our research on wireline transmitters and receivers, we are also investigating techniques to mitigate the noise in the power distribution network and the resulting jitter. Our third research topic focuses on compensating for simultaneous switching noise in HBM and wide I/O interfaces. Given the tight area constraints within the HBM, our research aims to save area typically located to decoupling capacitors by implementing on-chip switching noise compensation techniques. Furthermore, we are conducting research to enhance immunity against off-chip coupled noise beyond the SSN generated within the chip. Traditional LDOs suffer from degraded PSRR or power supply rejection in the mid-frequency band due to the weakened circuit feedback. We are exploring digital adaptation methods to address this limitation. This is the last slide for the wireline team, and this introduces our team members and the research topics. And in addition to our research on memory interfaces and power noise that I've presented, we are also conducting and planning to expand our research on optical transceivers. This concludes my introduction of the wireline team, and I will now hand over the presentation to the next research team, the digital healthcare team. Thank you for your attention.
Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, I hope that you're enjoying our trip on the KAIST. And let me introduce myself first. Hello, I am Daejeon Park, a PhD student from Professor Kyung Kwon's research group. And today I'll happily introduce my research on developing a wireless and wearable cameragraphy system. First of all, let me introduce what a cameragraphy system is. Cameragraphy is a system that measures CO2 concentration in human breath. Specifically, we are trying to measure the end side of CO2 called EtCO2. This concentration is the maximum CO2 concentration that occurs at the end of the exhalation. This system is widely used in the clinical settings, in intensive care unit and emergency facilities for spontaneous breath monitoring. However, current cameragraphy systems have two key limitations. Its bulky size and the requirement of the external cannulas. These limitations are particularly problematic in neonatal monitoring due to the possible skin damage and hard to use. It's complication in usage. Therefore, we developed a wireless and wearable cameragraphy with data recording, with compact design and using the BLE SoC and the smart device. Like other gas sensors, we use the non-dispersive infrared method called the NDIR method. This method uses the 4.3 micrometer light and measures the CO2 observance occurred during the traveling through the CO2 gas. Through the principle called the Beer-Lambert's law, we can calculate the concentration from the CO2 observance. Therefore, we continuously measure the CO2 observance to continuously measure the CO2 concentration of the human breath. And our system uses the four key modules. First, the power management module, and the NDR sensing module, and temperature and humidity sensing module, and wireless module. The power management module provides the supply voltage to the LED and the other ICs from the battery. And the NDR sensing module converts the light intensity and further amplifies it into the voltage. And the temperature and humidity sensing block measures the humidity and temperature of the human breath for further compensation. And the wireless module here converts the voltage into the digital data and transmit into the smart devices. And it also controls the LED used in the NDIR sensing module. And at the finally at the smart device, we calculate the CO2 and EtCO2 concentration, and while displaying and saving the data. In Figure E, you can see the current two types of prototypes developed by our group, and you can see the performance that is comparable to the CO2 sensors and the existing commercial cameragraphy systems. In the left figures, you can see both the real-time CO2 measurement results and the BA plot comparing our device to the commercial CO2 devices. As you can see, the red line obtained from our proposed work and the blue line obtained from the existing commercial CO2 device shows a really matching result. And the BA plot also shows a promising result. And also from the middle figures shows the EtCO2 measurement comparison between our device and the portable cameragraphy system. And as you can see, during the exercising scenario and the varying respiration rate scenarios, we were able to measure the promising result compared to the cameragraph device. And here is the short demo video of our smart device that actually measures our breathing signals during the attachment of the device. These are the CO2 concentration that is increasing during our breath. And this concludes my work. And here are some other topics that are currently developing in our digital healthcare team members. And if you are interested in other topics other than the cameragraphy system that I've introduced today, I hope that you can contact these members for further questions or discussions. And I'll hand my presentation to the...
What's the price difference of the already available device and that you have developed?
The price difference?
Yes.
Well, I can tell you for sure that cameragraph device is really expensive. The commercial devices are really expensive.
Mm-hmm.
And for our device, we actually use LEDs and PDs and some like flexible PCBs. So I'm not sure I can provide the exact comparison between...
Can you move back?
Oh.
Yeah, in the graph you can see here, your red line is below the blue line. So yeah, so why it's not up to the mark?
At the beginning?
Yes, in the beginning.
That is because of the start time of our device. That is actually the...
So you need to find out the reason why it's not initially performing up to the mark,
yeah,
while the other one, yeah.
That's actually a great point that we are working on right now. So the limitation of our prototype is that we still need a little bit of time for the device to be stabilized. But as you can see, after the initial stabilization...
Why the other one is stable from beginning?
Oh, that's because we started recording the other device earlier from the in advance of our device. Yeah.
Around 60 seconds.
Yes. I think that's the possible cause for the difference between those two graphs.
And how much expense you have done so far on this device?
Could you explain more about this?
For example, if anyone from industry give you an order that develop this device for us, so what is the actual expenses that you have spent on this device? A rough figure?
He's asking about the cost till now.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, we have developed so many prototypes, so...
No, on single prototype, how much you will charge if you want to give you an
so
order,
if I
yeah.
were to sell this device.
Yeah.
Not selling the order.
No, how much money you have paid
I
for
paid
for
for-
this
Yeah.
for your device?
Device.
Okay, in won, for example.
This is
this
with
is
commercialization
research.
Oh,
perspective.
yeah,
Research
yeah.
cannot be
Yeah.
compared
I got it.
directly. Right?
Uh-huh.
Well, I think I have to.
No problem.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Check my
Thank
research
you.
notes.
I understand.
Yeah,
Because
so
all the components is buy off the shelf.
Oh yeah, the components are all off the shelf. And if you're interested, you can maybe contact me later through the email. This is me, by the way.
Oh, good. He looks very young.
Thank you.
It's always happening in Korean quarters.
If you
Can you
have-
describe the
Oh.
application of this device to the
Oh.
infant?
Oh, the application.
The application, how to attach.
I mean, you attach
There,
the device.
there in this tag
Oh.
on the mouth of
On the mouth.
yeah, infant.
Yeah, we're actually working on making more small and compact device.
Mm.
We're currently attaching the lower device on our cheeks and the upper device in our nose,
Mhm.
close to our nose. But I guess we can do better on the size. So I guess we are trying to make the device smaller and attach on our philtrum or beside the cheeks.
Mhm.
Right
Is
below
it
the
possible
nostril.
not attached to the skin of the infant? For example, just around the.
Yeah, we're planning to attach the device on our
Not
skin.
not attached. I mean surrounding. Maybe using such a device.
Oh, you mean attaching the device to the existing device? Or-
We know that wearable device is not comfortable
Oh.
for person or infant.
Mm.
So is it? I need action how to install. Just near contact, non-contact.
Non-contact. Well, as you can see, just we can probably connect this device to the maybe already applied cannulas, or just by placing the device close to our
Close,
nostril.
yeah.
So we can use our device in various kind of forms without making a contact,
Mm.
or maybe you can just change the 3D structures there and apply our device, because our
And
device
how
is
about the concentration of CO2?
Oh.
From one place to another place? Maybe
Mm.
disappear in 1 centimeter.
Change of place.
Right. That is actually very great question. But
Yeah.
due to our time limit, can we
Yes.
just move this discussion
Okay.
afterwards?
Okay.
Very
Yeah.
interesting.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you for your recognition.